Osiris.
What's going on, everybody? This is The Drop. It's Friday, May 5th. I hope everybody's doing well. We have a few things for you today that we wanted you to know about, and, hope everybody is having a good week out there. There's a ton of shows going on. I'm looking forward to seeing a few, which I'm gonna talk about in just a couple minutes, but hope everybody's getting out to see some live music and enjoying the spring. Okay, the first thing is that Live Nation's Michael Rapino was on the Bob Lefsetz podcast. I listen to this. It's 2 hours. It's a long podcast. But if you're interested in following the ticketing stories, this is a really good listen. I learned a lot from this episode. Michael Rapino gets in pretty candid depth about the ticket prices, about Ticketmaster's share, about the Live Nation Ticketmaster relationship. There was a lot there that I really appreciated hearing. One quick example is he used the example of $10 in ticket fees and said that out of every $10 in ticket fees, Ticketmaster gets $2 of the $10, and the rest of the $8 goes to the venue and artists and all that. So not defending Ticketmaster necessarily, but just some perspective and some details. And I do think the public debate about blaming Ticketmaster is. It makes sense why people do that, but it's a lot more complicated than that. There's so many players involved. We know that none of this happens without the support and approval of artists in terms of ticket prices and the way that it's rolled out and all of that. So there's a lot more going on there than I think appears in the media. So if you're interested in diving deep, check it out. The link's in the show notes. It's a good conversation. There's a new episode of No Simple Road out today with Jake from Eggy. The team interviews Jake. Eggy is starting their tour today. You can catch them at eggymusic.com/tour. I'm going to go see them in Philly on May 18th. I'm psyched to catch up with them. If you're in the Philly area, maybe I'll see you there. But check out the other tour dates. They're starting today, so they might be coming to a town near you. And I love the No Simple Road team. They have these in-depth and really cool interviews. They know how to make people open up. They know how to get people comfortable, and they know how to have conversations that really do get new info out there and really kind of humanize some of these artists that we know a lot about. So check that out and hope you support No Simple Road. Another show I want to tell you about, our partners at the JamBase podcast launched season 2 just this month, and they have already had some amazing guests on season 2. Nils Lofgren, Medeski, Cory Wong, Oteil Burbridge, and a lot more. As I think everyone knows, JamBase is our media partner, and we appreciate their support of everything we do. But check out their podcast. They do a great job. They get great guests, and season 2 is rolling along. So check the link in the show notes. And then lastly, we have Undermine and HF Pod with new episodes. HF Pod, we're continuing our 40 for 40 series by looking at 1996. That's going to be live today, May 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern. There's a link to the YouTube channel where we'll be going live, and then that'll be available as a podcast, of course, right after. And Undermine is back next week with Island Tour episodes. We're doing one episode on each of the 4 Island Tour shows. Super fun to go back to these and kind of wrapping up 1997 in a weird way by going back to the Island Tour. So I hope everyone gets to check those. The links for all this stuff is in the show notes. I appreciate you all listening and tuning in for a quick update, and I will be back next week. Let me know what else you want to hear. I will keep you posted on new episodes and what's going on in the music world and anything else that I find interesting that I think you should know about. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Osiris.